What I'll do with this recording is I will put it on my YouTube page in an unlisted format, which means only the people that have a link can watch it. So I'm not going to use your likeness in a commercial, none of that. It's just going to go to you. So cool. Okay, with that being said, let me share with you my screen and we'll begin. So, first, I wrote a motto for my company about 7 years ago. And that motto is one vendor, one message, one goal. Here's what it means to us. The people that wear, let's see, and it's cold here. The people that wear a logo like this, a Mock Products logo, they can offer and sell you at your facility almost everything. So, like, my company sells dry erase boards, like the one behind you, that little file cabinet. We have about 50 different types of soap. We sell oil, we sell coolant, we sell garage door remote batteries, we sell all that. Now, I don't start it off by trying to sell you something. I don't care if you buy stuff from us or not. I'm not a commissioned salesperson, but we got all this, right? Now, going back to your Foot Locker thing, when somebody came in for some high tops and you found the size that fit them and the color they wanted, and you said, I also want to share with you that we have shoe cleaner. Were you being mean or pushing
No, definitely
costly?
not.
No. All you're doing is saying, you got some cool shoes. If you want to keep them clean, we sell some cleaner.
Mm.
That idea, that mindset, that's what I want you to keep. We're not just always order taking. We're not saying, what can I get you today to drink? And them say Diet Coke and us saying thanks. Sometimes what we have to do is introduce stuff to folks that maybe they don't even know we had. Because I bet you some folks at when you worked at Foot Locker didn't really know that you had different types of laces or didn't know that you had different types of cleaners and different types of size. You're not being mean when you offer stuff to people. I think you're trying to become that one vendor for their automotive needs. Cool?
Mm.
We'll go back to my screen. Next, one message. My message is clear, Daisy. I want to help you make more money. How do I do that? Math. I was a math teacher. Okay. So I'm an analytics guy. I know spreadsheets. I do business analytics every single day of my professional career. That's what I do. Now, with that being said, what's your message? What makes you special? We're going to talk about that a lot because, again, I'm going to reiterate this about 5 or 6 times. Daisy, I only want you selling two things: yourself and your team. Everything else is just offerings. But whatever your message is, why should me and my daughter listen to you? That's what I want to kind of help you craft. Okay. And then finally, one goal. I'm a big believer in goal setting. Okay. So I'll ask, do you have any professional goals?
Um, Professional, like work wise, like career wise.
It could be
Oh,
whatever you want it to be, girl. Professional to me means anything that leads to money. So it could be your job. It could be you want to have rental property. It could be that you want to, buy a lawnmower and then push it off to your nephew and make him mow grass and give you half the money. What's your professional goals? You got any?
I do. I mean, as far as making money, like obviously I want to make money.
Yeah.
I think with this job, this honestly, like I never thought about working in a dealership, and I never knew how it worked. But I think it interested me, like that you can make like a good like money just because you
Yeah.
get paid commission, you know. So this job really did interest me. At first, I was scared, but now it's kind of more
Yeah.
like I like it because I do want to be able to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so, but I don't have a specific
And that's what
like
I was going to say. So
yeah.
if you, I have a whole class about goal setting, and that's on down the road. Once we get to know each other a little bit, we'll cover some of the kind of the easier things to talk to you about and what will impact you the fastest. But I do want to share with you to be a real goal, something has to share three attributes. Attribute number one, it must be measurable. If I say, Daisy, how much money do you want to make next year? And you say, as much as I can. While
Mhm.
that's sweet, that's more like a New Year's resolution. I want a number. I want 70,000. I want 150,000. Okay. Number two, it must be trackable. If I say, Daisy, how many alignments do you want to sell next month? And you say 19. And I say, awesome. It's December 19th. Where are you at for the month? And you say, I don't know. Then it ain't a real goal. If we're not tracking our wins and we're not tracking our losses, it's not a real goal. So I want you to track your success and your failure. And then finally, number 3 is attainable. If I say, Daisy, how much money do you want to make next year? And you say 100 grand. And I say, awesome, it's April 15th. Where are you at for the month? And you say, 9 grand. I'm going to say, girl, in 4 months you ain't made but 9 grand. Let's lower that goal a little bit. Always small incremental successes is what I'm looking for. Reasonable, realistic goals. So as we get to know each other, I'm going to push you a bit on your goals. And what I like to do is I like to start off with, how much money do you want to make? Then I'm going to talk to you about your pay plan. How much do you need to sell to make what you want to make for the year? I like taking annual goals and breaking them down into quarterly, quarterly into monthly, monthly into weekly, weekly into daily, daily into every single person that you come in contact with. How successful do you need to be to make the money you want to make? Cool. One vendor, one message, one goal. Any questions so far?
No.
All right, let's go back to the screen. We'll start getting to some stuff you can use today. So, Daisy, I want you to write down on your notes a word or two that best describes what makes you valuable. Now, you can think of it in the context of your job, of what makes you a good member of the Legacy Toyota team, but that's not what I want you to write down. What I want you to write down is what makes you a good mother, a good daughter, a good chick to take to a baseball game with, or to get in a fight at the pool hall. If you had to bet on yourself on one attribute, what would it be? So while you
Yes.
think about your word, let me share with you what my word is and how we can each use our word to get better. So first, Daisy, my word is energy. When I go into a situation, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the most energetic fella in the room. Now, there's reason for that. Not sure if you can tell, but I'm small. I'm 5'4" and 140 pounds. Little dogs got more energy than big dogs. But it's not really why energy is my strength. The reason it's my strength is I don't have many other skills. I don't know anything about cars. I can't hang sheetrock or tile. I can't, bait a hook or turn deer into sausage. My dad is a man's man. He just retired from being a mechanic for over 50 years. My dad was a mechanic. He tried to teach me, but I didn't want to listen. It's too hot outside and I don't like getting dirty. So I used to hang out with my mama. I can make a decent gumbo. That's about it. Okay. Because of that, I got gaps. So the way I overcome my gaps is I got to try hard. So, what's your strength?
Strength. I think I'm determined,
All
I
right,
want to say.
determined. I like
Yeah.
determination. How are you going to share with your customers your determination? That's what we got to uncover. Because, see, I feel, Daisy, that if we show everybody we come in contact with the very best version of ourselves, I think everything else is easy. So, determination. It's a good attribute to have. Cool. Now, let's start with showing people the very best version of ourselves. So, this next page, I have listed some words along the left-hand side of the page that I feel yield a negative response when it comes to selling. And I've written down some words over here on the right side of the page that I hope that you may use every day when you're speaking to your customer. So let's go through some of these and see what you think. So first, Daisy, I never want you to tell a customer anything. And what I mean is, when you're talking to your customers, don't say things like this. Hey, let me tell you what's going on with your Camry. Let me tell you about this special that we have today. Nobody likes to be told what to do. So instead, I would like for you to use the word share. Let me share with you what's going on with your Camry. Let me share with you some options that we have here at Legacy Toyota. See, I feel like if you use words like share with your customer, they're going to start to feel that you care. And those feelings can be really, really strong. You see what I mean? Every word choice matters. Next, I never want you to explain things, especially to females. Now, this is mainly for guys. Guys always seem to talk down to women, especially in the car business. And Daisy, I'll share with you. I got much love for you jumping in the car business. As a female, sometimes you're going to get mistreated, and it sucks. I hate it. I have two daughters. When they take their and they both have Volkswagens, when they take their Volkswagens into dealerships, oftentimes dudes talk down to ladies. I don't like it. And one of the words I really don't like using is explain, because it kind of makes it seem like you know or they know more than the customer. And I don't like those. I don't want to make a customer feel bad. So instead of explaining things to customers, why don't we go over options or choices or details? Let me go over the options that you have today in your Camry instead of let me explain to you why you should do that. You see the difference?
Hmm.
Next, do you or your teammates, do y'all ever use the words cost or price? Let me get you a cost on that brake job. Let me get you a price on those set of tires. Have you heard that in the few days that you've worked there?
I've heard more a quote, and
Yeah,
then when they
quotes.
come, let me let you know the quote that you they gave or the technician gave us. That's what I've heard
Yeah.
most.
No, and quote's not bad. I don't like cost and price for a couple of reasons. One, it makes people think stuff is expensive. For instance, if I share with you that my daughter had to have braces and they were pretty pricey, does it sound like my wife and I paid a little bit for them or a lot?
A lot,
Yeah. And if I share with you that my grandfather fought in a costly battle in World War II, does it sound like a few people died or a lot?
a lot.
Yeah, those words make people think stuff's expensive. So instead of saying cost or price or even quote, what I'd like to say is total or total investment. The total investment for that set of filters is this. The total investment for that brake job is that. Because, see, I don't think a lot of people have a lot of money to spend, but they may have some money to invest in their Camry. You see the difference? All right,
Hmm.
Daisy, you already kind of said it. We'll see if you say it the same way. What do y'all call the men and women that work on Toyotas around there?
The technicians.
Yeah, you call them technicians. I don't want them to be technicians. I want them
Okay.
to be certified technicians, Toyota
Ah, okay.
certified technicians. I want them to be Toyota Master Certified Transmission Specialist Hector. Now, let me ask you this. Why do you think it's important to remind folks that people around Legacy are certified?
Probably come. I mean, makes them feel like, or not feel, but more confident that
That's
somebody's
right.
working on the Toyota that is certified on Toyotas.
That's right. And remember, I'm going to say again, only want you to sell two things, yourself and your team. And one way to sell your team is to really talk to your customers that it's not just some guy in the back. It's my certified technician, Hector. Actually, he specializes in AC repairs. Saying that really elevates their recommendations. Cool? All right. What do you call the area with the TV and the chairs at your facility?
The lounge.
That's
I
right. It's the
actually,
lounge. That's
and
right.
it's
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 not.
funny that that's on there too, because like I would always just, if anything, I would have said waiting area. It wasn't
Yeah,
until Gracia, she's teaching me. She was like, no, just say lounge, so they feel more welcomed.
that's
Like,
right.
yeah,
I like it. Next, when you were talking about my stuff, don't call them flushes. Brake flush, coolant flush, differential. And again, this is not a product class. We'll go over my product later. I kind of just want to talk to you about the basics of being a service advisor. We'll learn the product later. But I don't like using the word flush because most people, when they think of the word flush, they think of a toilet. And I don't want your customers thinking about the toilet when you're asking them to invest $200 on a brake fluid exchange. So I like fluid exchange. I like service. Again, these words just sound more professional. Okay. Next, problems and issues. Hey, we diagnosed the problem on your Camry. We found the issues that was causing that smoke. Nobody likes solving problems. In today's political environment, we dang sure don't want to talk about issues. Instead of it being a problem or an issue, What I'd like for you to say, it's an item of concern. The item of concern that created that smoke was this. The item of concern that caused that rattle was that. Item of concern, much like the word share, start to build empathy with the customer. Now, Daisy, what's the difference in being sympathetic to your customers and being empathetic with your customers? Do you know
Good
the difference?
question. Um, is it sympathetic? It's kind of more like feeling bad for them, I guess.
Okay.
Um, and empathetic is more like, I'm not sure. I guess maybe like just trying to help them out
That is
or
the difference. Sympathy is I feel bad for you because your
mhm,
car's on the side of the road. Empathetic is I feel bad for you because your car's on the side of the road and I'm going to do something about it. See, when you have true concern for your customer, if you're worried about them, if you're saying, man, are you safe? Or is your car in a safe place? That's what starts to build a connection with your customer that's really powerful. And when you connect with a customer, that powerful connection, that can make you a lot of money. Cool? So, it's not a problem, it's not an issue, it's an item of concern. Next, it's not your vehicle that, your vehicle this. You know who says your vehicle? The cops. They say, Mitch, put your hands on your vehicle. So I don't want it to be that. I want it to be your Camry. I want it to be your Tundra. Be specific. When you're talking about someone's car, truck, talk to them about the model. Everybody likes talking about their own vehicle. Make it specific. With that being said, where are you going right now to learn about cars and trucks?
where am I going?
Yeah, where do you go?
Online?
Yeah,
I'm gonna Google it.
that that's what I wanted you to say. Look, you're going to be given a bunch of online portals for Toyota. You're going to be given a lot of training to do, and you need to do all that. But don't lose sight of where everybody else in the world goes to learn, and that's the internet. Type in squeaky brakes on a Toyota Tundra. Type in oil leak on a Camry and see what your customers are seeing. Because oftentimes you're going to have to unlearn things or you're going to have to teach customers that some of the things on the internet aren't correct. So make sure you keep on Google, make sure you keep on TikTok because that's where everybody goes. Cool?
Mhm.
Learn about the vehicles. You cannot learn enough about specifics. Now, when you get really good, I don't even want you to say that your certified technician found something. My certified technician found this, he found that. This ain't no scavenger hunt. What do your certified technicians do? They grade. Now, I love using the word grade because most people answer this question the same way. Daisy, who are some of the people in your past that have given you grades?
Teachers.
Teachers. And teachers are supposed to be experts in their field. Almost everybody says teachers when I ask them that. So, what I want you to do is think about how your certified technician is grading the cars that come in. Now, let's talk about the grading scale. If they come in and do a multi-point inspection, they measure brake pad thickness. If my brake pads are real thick, what color box do they check on a multi-point inspection?
The green one?
Yep. And if they're not so thick, what color box do they check?
Yellow?
And if they're thin, what color box do they check?
Red.
That's right. Now, you have family? You going home tonight to anybody?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My
So
son.
here's a homework assignment. How old is he?
He's 9.
Watch. I'll bet you 50 bucks. Okay? Bet you $50 that when you go home, if you sit with your 9-year-old son and you say, hey, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, I bet he gets 2 of them right. If you say, son, if my brake pads are in the green, what do you think that means? What do you think he's going to say?
They're good
Yeah. And if you
because
say,
of the
yeah,
color.
that's right. If it's green, yellow, red, son, and my brake pads are in the red, what do you think that means? What do you think he's going to say?
They're bad.
That they're bad, that you need to stop, that
And
there's
stop. Yeah.
danger. Yeah. And if they're yellow, what do you think he's going to say?
That one I don't know, because probably just be like,
That's
he
right.
might.
See?
But I think
Right.
I'm thinking like because of the traffic lights,
That's
they're
right.
gonna like, yeah.
Okay. So I want you to think about always expressing anything that you see on a multi-point inspection with that green, yellow, and red. Green is really good. We don't need to do anything. Red is really bad. We need to do stuff. Yellow is caution. And as we get to pitching items, I'll teach you how to sell out of yellow. But are there times where you just go through the light when it's yellow?
Mm-hmm.
Are there times when you stop when it's yellow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, see that decision that the customer needs to make? I'm going to teach you how to steer them into making the right decision. But green, yellow, red, don't lose sight of that. Brake pad measurements are given in millimeters. Hey, this is at X amount of millimeters. It is in the green. I don't think people really understand millimeters. I don't. So I like saying it's this amount of millimeters, that's in the green. It's this amount of millimeters, it's in the yellow. It's this amount of millimeters, it's in the red. Because almost everybody you speak to, including your 9-year-old son, knows what green, yellow, and red mean on a scale. Cool?
Mm-hmm.
So don't lose sight of that. Green, yellow, red. It's very easy. Now, in a minute, I know you haven't been selling much, but I'm going to ask you to pitch me something. Okay? At the end of your speech, don't end it with a question like, do you want to do that today? Or how does that sound? It's not a very good time to ask me a question at the end of your speech. What I'd rather you do is always end it with a declarative statement like, all I need is your authorization to begin. All I need is your approval, and we can get that started right now. Okay. Ending your presentation with a statement might still lead customers to say no, but it normally gives them an opportunity to tell you why they are saying no. So we'll talk a little bit more about your pitch in a minute. All right. Now let's go back to the screen real quick. All right. Which of these words on the left do you or your team use the most often?
Mm, I would say, let me see.
Technician,
I
probably?
think, yeah, I was gonna say that one.
Yeah.
Technic, yeah, because the other ones I feel like they're pretty good with using the
Awesome.
right side. I think technician found is probably the one.
Okay. And technician found, instead of that, they use graded, and it's my certified technician. Always remember every word choice counts. All right. Next, walk around. Are you and your teams doing Are you and your team, y'all going outside? Y'all doing walk arounds with the customer? Kind of talk to me about the process. Do they have you doing anything walk around related yet?
Yeah, we go out, introduce ourselves, pretty much see what services they're in for, and then we take the pictures and do the walk around.
Yeah. So
Um,
talk to me about the pictures. What are you looking for, and how do you share what you're taking with me and my daughter when we're standing there at her Camry?
well, that I've noticed, I mean, I know that like we tell them that we're taking the pictures,
Don't
just
tell me anything. Share with me. Keep going.
oh yeah.
See?
But I don't know, because really what I've noticed is we just do it ourselves, like go around ourselves.
Okay. All right. Now I have a whole class about walkarounds where I
Hmm.
talk about if you see something, what can it lead to? If you hear something, what can it lead to? But I want to challenge you, Daisy. Keep the customer outside, even if it's for 1 minute. That connection you can make by talking to them about their car is important. However, the primary reason that I want them out there is normally customers are going to tell you stuff about their car that they shouldn't. They're going to say, just the other day I hit a pothole, and you can talk
Hmm.
about alignments. Just the other day, somebody something, something, something. People always give the negative. I'm not sure why, but they always do. They never say, man, my car is spotless. It's got no scratches. That's not how customers are. They normally were going to give you things and opportunities to upsell them. However, I have a 30-second walk around that I like to do before I start shooting any pictures. Okay. So you're going to be my customer today. I'm going to walk up to you and do my greeting, and I'm getting out my stopwatch so you can see. And again, you don't have to do this until we do the class so you can be a little more comfortable with it, but watch. Welcome to Legacy. My name is Mitch. What can I do for you today? You're my customer. How are you going to respond?
I'm in for an oil change.
Awesome. Do me a favor and hop back in your Camry real quick. And you do. Do you mind starting it up for me? Awesome. Can you turn your wheels all the way to the left? Not too hard. Couple more things. You mind hitting your windshield washer fluid for me? Awesome. I appreciate it. How many miles do you have on your car?
Uh, 11,000.
Awesome. Do me a favor and shut it off. I want to show you something on your tires. 40 seconds. Now, does it feel like I set up a bunch of stuff?
Wait, does it feel like a setup or a set
No.
off?
Do you feel as a customer that I set up a bunch of sales with you? Do you feel icky? Do you feel like
Oh
I
no.
told you? No, and that's how I want you to feel. Okay. Also, if I asked you to hop back in your car, what would you do? Like if you took your car to uh some other place today, a tire shop, and they said, "You mind hopping back in your car?" What would you do?
Kind of, I mean, do it.
Yeah. And if they said, "Do you mind starting up your car?" What would you do?
Just start it.
Yeah. And if I said, "Hey, a couple more things, you mind hitting your windshield washer fluid for me?" What would you do?
I will just do it.
You would just do it. See, Daisy, what that does is when you direct customers, they're going to do what you say do. And why that is important is it trains the customer that when you direct them, they do what you say do. So then they're this much more likely when you present a menu to them or you present something that they deferred or declined last time, they're this much more likely to buy it because you're training them to do what you say do. And that's why we got to get out there with the customer. We can't just let them in the lounge and get them to the coffee. We're only going to keep them outside a minute. Okay. And I know it gets hot in Dallas and I also know it gets cold in Dallas. However, we're not going to waste the customer's time, but it's covered. Y'all got a nice little service drive. So
Mhm.
I challenge you, keep the customers outside, keep them engaged. Now, go back to my screen real quick. And I'm going to get your email later. I'm going to send you this packet so you can have it. But one of the word tracks that I want to share with you today is follow me. If a customer is standing in front of you already at your kiosk and you want them to go up outside, all you got to do is say follow me and they'll follow you. Again, it's training the customer. I like to get them back in the car. I like to start the car. But let's go to this aspect because I do want to teach you this today. Windshield wiper sales. All right. I'm your customer today. It's going to be the first walk around that you've ever done with a customer. You get me back in my daughter's Camry. I start it up. I turn the wheels to the left. I hit the windshield washer fluid. You ask me the miles, and I get out. You can see that my wipers look bad. They streaking badly. They went over. They look like they're terrible. I'm standing there with you. Sell me some windshield wipers.
Okay. Let me see. Um, Let me see. I'm sorry. It's because when I got put in the spot. So I would probably be like, so she's out the car, right? Or they're out the car
Yep. We're
already?
both just
Okay.
standing there, and we're all can see the windshield. Sell me some wipers.
Okay. Trying to word it.
All right, I'm gonna give you an easier one, and then we're gonna do the wipers. Okay. You're my waitress today. Okay. You need to share with me that there is a beer on sale. Okay. You got a special on any beer. So, whatever beer you know the best. Talk to me about your beer. Go.
Okay. So after I took their order, I can be like, I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have Dos Equis, the draft for a special for 2.99. I just in case you guys want to go ahead and order that since it is a special. Um, Let me know if you know, like, I
No.
feel like I shouldn't say
All
that.
right. Now, talk to me. Is it cold? Is there a
Uh,
mug that's special? So watch now. I'm gonna go. You ready?
okay.
Want to share with you before you make your drink orders that we do have a special today. It's on our 12-ounce Dos Equis. Now, share with you. First, it's draft. We keep
Okay.
our beer very pressurized, so it's going to be nice, going to have a nice head on it. And our beer comes at 33 degrees, so it's going to be ice cold. It is served in an icy mug, so when you get it, you're going to have a little bit of ice on the top. It's very nice. What can I get you to drink today? Now, these wipers. You have Toyota wipers, so they're made specifically for my daughter's Camry. And talk to me about anything about the wipers. Maybe it make her help see better in rainy conditions, want to keep her safe, want to keep an item like that up to speed, like whatever you want to say. All right. Now, we're standing at the car. Sell me some wipers.
Okay, so I can be like, uh, we do have wipers specifically for your Camry. They will make sure that once you turn them on, there's no squeaking or nothing. You're gonna be able to see fully on ahead. And you want to make sure that you have something like that just because if it is raining, you want to be safe.
Awesome. I like
Um,
it. Now, you shared with me what I need. Just like with the beer, you told me it was $2.99. How much are these wipers? And you can just make something up. Go ahead.
these wipers are 24.99, but like I said, they are specifically made for your
Yeah,
car.
no, no, no.
So,
It's okay. Now, on your page, I want you to write something down on your notes.
mm,
Close. Write the word close down. CLOSE and underline it. There are 4 steps. Number one, what does the customer need? Write that down. So if I'm in the restaurant, I might need a beer. Number two, how much is it? For my beer, it was $2.99. For these wipers, it's $44. And I'm just making up $44, just like you made up $2.99. Got to know your pricing, but that comes down the road. Number
mhm.
three, time. And on your notes, please write time on phone. Always remember when you're discussing time with someone, don't discuss how many hours or minutes it's going to be. Don't say, hey, it's going to be done in 2 hours. Instead, say it's going to be done by noon. Studies have shown people are 3 times more anxious when waiting on the number of minutes than a specific time. And then four, authorization. What do I need? How much is it? How will it affect my time? All I need is your authorization. You need a set of wipers. They're $44. We can do that while you wait. All I need is your authorization. Now, go back, share with me, point to my windshield, share with me why I need some wipers. Talk to me about how much it's going to be, how it's going to affect my time, and get my authorization. Go.
Okay. So after checking your wipers, we do need to replace them. We do have special wipers specifically for your car. It's about 24.99 before tax. It won't take long, probably up until 11. And all we need is your approval. We can go ahead and get that started for you.
I love it. Now, watch this. Do you know much about engine air filters?
Mm-mm,
No.
I don't.
Good. Share with me that I need an engine air filter. Share with me how much it is, when it's going to be ready, and get my authorization. Go.
Okay. After checking your engineer filters, we did find that you do need replacements. We can go ahead and do that for you today. It's possibly around 44.99 before tax. Not possibly, but it is.
Yep.
44.99 before tax. As of right now, it'll be ready by 12 p.m. All we need is your approval. We can get started for you.
Look at you. You just sold me an engine air filter. Sell me a new set of tires. Go.
Um, okay, let me see. We did find that your tires are
We found it.
balding.
Did we?
Our certified technician found that your tires, all four of your tires are balding. The threads are, I don't know the number, so I'm just gonna say
In
it.
the red.
Yeah, I was gonna say it, in the red. Um, it's for all four, it's gonna be around, wait, no, not around. For all four tires, it's gonna be $800 plus tax. It could take roughly, not roughly. I'm sorry, I got nervous.
Okay.
It's gonna take
We
around
can have it
until
done by. We can have it done by.
we can have it done by 4 p.m. We just need your approval so we can let our certified technician know and he will get started on it.
You see how we're doing this? It's the
Yeah.
same close every single time. What do they need? How much is it? How will it affect their time? All I need your authorization. Again, time on the phone. You see where we're going? And when you're outside doing that walk around, you can practice that close over and over and over and over
And
again.
it'll just
Eh,
come naturally.
That's it. Next page. And again, when we're ready, we'll do a little walk around class. All right. Now, when we're inside, and I'm sure the person training you is teaching you how to put everybody into the computer, how to look them up. I don't want to talk about any of that. They're skilled, they can do that. What I want to fast forward to is a speech that you should give to the customer just before they leave or sit down. Okay? So,
Hmm.
you're my customer today, and you came in for an oil change. I did my walk around with you. I shared with you you needed some wipers and you bought some. So I say, Daisy, I got you in the computer. Thanks so much for coming by. Is this the cell phone number? Is this the best way to reach you? You're my
Yes.
customer. Okay, cool. Also got your email. Is this the correct email address?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What's coming next before you bounce? I know that you're not waiting today. I want to share with you that one of my certified technicians is going to be doing a multi-point inspection. Now, if you know the name of who's going to work on their vehicle, you should tell them that. Okay? So
Hmm.
I'll go back to my screen. If you don't, it's okay. Daisy, before you bounce, want to let you know one of my certified technicians in your case, John, is going to be doing the 10,000 mile service on your Camry. Now, with that being said, they do a very thorough multi point inspection, including a video. And if your people are doing video, say it. If they're not, don't. They're going to do a very thorough multi point inspection. They look at stuff like your brakes, tires, your battery. Everything they look at, they grade on a green, yellow, and red, or pass fail, or 1 to 10 basis. Okay. Now, if anything is in yellow or red, we're going to email you or text you some recommendations. The quickest way to get your Camry is to say yes so I can alert John to begin those immediately. Now, if I don't hear back from you, can I call to discuss the details? What we need to do is share with the customer what happens next. So let's just talk through it before you give the speech. You've written me up. My car's still out on the drive. I share with you, my daughter and I don't need a ride. My Bronco is here. We're going to go kick it in Highland Park and we'll be back around 4 o'clock to pick up her car. Before you leave, before I leave, you need to share with me what's about to happen. So, what is about to happen? My car's outside. What's about to happen?
Um, this is already, they're about to leave. So they're gonna take it back to the certified technician. And then he's gonna do the multi-purpose
Multi point inspection.
inspection.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, multiple, sorry, multiple inspection that can check anything, your battery, your brakes, your tires, etc. If they do find anything that's red, yellow or red, they will no, they're gonna send you an email with all the grades. It's green, yellow,
That's
red.
right.
If
They're
there's
going to send you an email
any
with all the grades. And I really liked how you said that. Keep going.
If there's anything that they're going to give you the recommendations, which are going to be the ones in yellow and red. If you approve of
Not
these
if
and
you,
say yes.
when you.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Not if you approve,
Oh,
when.
when you approve. Okay. When you approve these, the certified technician can go ahead and get started on that for you, and we can get your vehicle to you as
As
soon as they're
quickly as
done.
possible. That's right.
Yeah.
That speech, work on it over and over and over. Because remember, the easiest sell we can make is the one where we don't really have to do anything. You send somebody some pictures, you send somebody some recommendations, they hit yes, everybody is alerted, the guy fixes the car, and the customer comes and picks it up. Cool? All right, it goes to the back. My daughter's car, they say it needs a brake fluid exchange. They send me recommendations, but I don't say yes or no. I just kind of sit on them. About how long are you and your team waiting before you call somebody and pitch them what's on that multi-point inspection?
Honestly, that I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because from what I've noticed, it's usually like at the end, like they come back, pick up their vehicle, and they tell them right then and there, like
Yeah. And
about the
that's
recommendation.
what scares me a bit about y'all because we're waiting way too long. What I would
Hmm.
like is while my daughter's car's still up on the rack, someone calls me and pitches me my stuff. So if I do say yes, we can do it right now. We're still
Hmm.
working on that process. But what I want to do is I want the next class is I want to go over this speech. And this class is called Success Cycle. And what we do in Success Cycle is I share with you a speech that I wrote for my daughter a long time ago. Very first person I ever trained was my daughter. She wanted me to come to Career Day and talk about my company, and I couldn't. So I was on the road. So I was like, look, I can kind of teach you what we do, and maybe you can do it. And I actually kind of taught her how to sell a brake fluid exchange. And during the assembly, her and the principal got up on stage, and my daughter actually sold the principal a brake fluid exchange using this speech. So, are you hearing something like this from your coworkers? So, you're my customer today, Daisy. You came in, oil change, tire rotation. I sold you some wipers. So we'll say that that was $100. Now I'm going to call you on the phone and I'm going to pitch you something. Okay. Now you can either buy it or don't. In fact, don't buy it. Don't buy my stuff. Say no. I don't care why you say no. Just say no. Um, and then we'll kind of go through this speech and see what you think. So you ready? Now,
Hmm.
hold on. I'm going to time it because a lot of times people don't really believe that you can be really thorough in a minute. But my speech normally takes about a minute. You ready? Hey, Daisy, this is Mitch over at Legacy. You got a second?
Yes.
My certified technician, John, completed the multi point inspection that we talked about earlier. We sent you some recommendations. I just kind of wanted to talk about the details. Is this a good time?
Yes.
First, I want to say thanks. I'm not sure if you're aware, but this is the seventh time you and your Camry have visited Legacy Toyota. I just want to say mahalo. Thanks for being a loyal customer. Now, as you might have seen on that multi point inspection, John graded your Camry on 27 different items using that green, yellow, and red standard. 26 of yours came up green. He measured your battery cranking amps, they were in the green. He measured your tire tread depths, and they were in the green as well. However, he did mark one item of concern in the red. Based on time, mileage, and condition of your Camry, John recommends that we do a coolant exchange. Are you familiar with what a coolant exchange does?
No.
Okay, what he wants to do is get rid of all your old broken down coolant and replace it with brand new. This is going to help your vehicle run better and last longer. So that, along with your other items, will bring your total investment today to $385.96. We can have everything done by 3 o'clock. All I need is your authorization. Now, before you say no, I want to share with you it took a minute and 10 seconds. It's $385. We can have it done by 3. Daisy, all I need is your authorization. We can knock that out right now.
I won't be able to today.
Hey, time is of the essence. Let me share with you why. By taking advantage of this today, you qualify for a 30,000-mile warranty of up to $2,000 of coverage for essentially anything coolant touches. Reason I bring it up right now on your Camry, your water pump, your heater core, your radiator, none of those are under factory warranty. If any one of those were to go out, it costs you like $1,500 to replace. Now, Daisy, what'd you think of my speech?
It was it was a good speech. You really gave like a run through of everything that they checked. Um, and then after you brought up the concern, you went into detail on what it was and why. I mean, and gave a reason on why we should do it today.
That's right. So, what I want to do next time is I want to go through this speech word for word. And what I want to do is rewrite it in your words because I don't want to teach you how to sell like me. I want to teach you the best way Daisy sells. So, watch. All right. And what's your last name, Daisy?
Gonzalez?
All right. If I were calling you on the phone, all right, when you answered, I'd say, Ms. Gonzalez, this is Mitch. Our certified technician, Brian, has completed the multi-point inspection you requested. I got notification that you got it. If you got a minute, I'd like to discuss some of the details. That's what I would say if you were my customer. Because, one, I'm kind of formal. I am. I still call people Mr. and Mrs. I'm 52, though. I'm old. Maybe you don't want to say Mr. and Mrs. So, what I want you to do, and we'll just do a couple of sentences, I answer the phone. Hello, you're my service advisor. What are you going to say? How are you going to greet me?
Well, usually I always, because I just want to make sure I got the right person. So I'm always like, hi, this is Daisy with Legacy Toyota. Is this so and so?
All right. Yes. Yeah, this is he.
And then I'll be like, I probably, in my own words, be like, I was calling to let you know that well, I didn't say certified technician,
Yeah.
but now I will.
So that's what we're going to do.
Um,
I was calling to let you know our certified technician, Hector, and then we're going to start. Okay. Then I like saying thanks. I like counting the visits. I like talking to them about the miles on their vehicle. What we're going to do is go word for word and we're going to build your speech. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is no matter who you're pitching and no matter what you're pitching, you say the same thing every single time. Here's why. The more you say it, the more confident you're going to be. More confident you are, the more confidence is picked up by your customers. And when they feel your confidence, they're confident in buying what you're pitching. When that happens, they buy more. When they buy more, you become even more confident. That's what I call a success cycle. What I want to try to help you avoid is what I call rut teens. You good? You need to go? We're almost done. You good?
I know somebody just walked in.
Okay.
Oh, he walked out. It was a customer, I think.
Okay. What I
But
want to
they're
help
helping.
you avoid is what I call rut teens. Rut teens are doing the same dumb things and getting the same dumb results. So I want to build that speech for you. Now, to give you a little preview though, just so you know, I want you to sell me on my word tracks. Now, what I want you to do is ask me that question up at the top, and then I'm either say yes or no, and then I want to go through this. You ready? So read this sentence to me.
Do you know what a brake fluid exchange does?
No, ma'am. What's it do?
What we are doing is getting rid of all your old broken down brake fluid and replacing it with new. That is going to help you with the performance of the unit and it helps avoid costly repair and breakdown.
Close me.
That along with your oil change, tire rotation, and items will bring your total investment to $385.96. And we can have that completed by 3 p.m. All I need is your authorization.
Now, ask me if I know what a coolant exchange does.
Do you know what a coolant exchange does?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what that does.
Okay, well, what we are doing is getting rid of all your old broken down coolant and replacing it with new. That is going to help with the performance of the unit and it helps avoid costly repair and breakdown.
Now, watch this. Do you know what a legacy Toyota brake job entails? Ask me that.
Okay. Do you know what a legacy Toyota brake job entails?
No, what are y'all doing?
Okay. Basically what we are doing is replacing, I don't know, I
Replacing what?
forgot. The, what was it?
Brake pads. The old worn out brake pads?
The old worn out brake pads and getting you all new ones to ensure that your safety.
Yeah. How much are they?
They will cost 385 and 95 cents. All we need is your
What time's it going
authorization
to be ready?
and oh yeah. We will have it ready for you by 3 p.m. and all we will need is your authorization to get that started.
You see how close you are already? Look, you don't have to know much about what you're offering because most of what you do is taking off the old stuff and putting on the new stuff.
No.
All you're doing. And you give people, it's going to help you with this. It may help you avoid that. And then you go for the close. How much is it? What time will it be ready? All I need your authorization. That's what we got to do. And then you got to repeat it over and over and over again. That's the challenge. All right. What'd you learn today that you can use?
I really liked the what's it called? Oh, I was gonna ask you, you told me to write down clothes.
Yeah,
So that's what I like the one, two, three, four that you had, like it makes it easier to focus on what exactly I'm saying
that's right.
or can say or will say to the customers.
So the next
Um,
class, we're going to have 6 things. Okay.
mhm.
Number one is the plan. So a 6-step estimate. Number one, plan. In the plan, I'm going to talk to you about what might you send the customer, what might you email them, either like the multi-point inspection or a point of sale document or whatever. Like, what are you going to email me? What are you planning? Are you looking at history? What are you doing before you call somebody? Number two, pitch. We're going to go through your pitch. Are you saying 2 nice things before you say anything negative? Are you repeating the miles? Are you talking about who's working on the vehicle? Number three, feature. A feature is what a part or service does or does to the vehicle. A feature is what a part or service does or does to the vehicle. So, what's a legacy Toyota brake job feature? Well, we're taking off your old worn out brake pads and putting on new ones. You see what that's a feature. That's what we're actually doing. A benefit, that's number four. Number four, benefit. That's what's in it for the customer. What's in it for my daughter? So when we do a brake job, what's the good thing that she's getting out of it?
She's able to break
Hell
quicker.
yeah. A fuel system service. What's my daughter getting out of it?
Fluid. Um, it'll help the car run smoothly.
That's right. AC service. What's she getting out of it?
Good AC.
See, this ain't hard. It's good AC. It's gonna make AC blow colder. It's gonna make your car run better. It's gonna make your car last longer. This ain't hard. That's number four, benefit. Number five, common objection. Why do people say no?
Money.
Number six, overcoming objection. Value, sunbit, things like that. That's what we're going to work on next time. 6 steps of the estimate. Cool?
Okay.
So, what's your email address? I'm going to send you this packet and some time slots for you and Kevin. Y'all can pick when you want to do Success Cycle. What's your email?
My Toyota one?
Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, your work email. I'll send it wherever you want.
It's D. Gonzalez, but just two Z's on Gonzalez because some people put ZS at the end. So it's GONZALEZ at
Cool.
legacytoyotadallas.com.
LegacyToyotaDallas.com. All right, I got D.Gonzalez at legacytoyotadallas.com. All right, I'll send you the
Yes.
packet and an invite to Success Cycle. Cool. What else can I do for you today?
Mm, honestly, I feel like you've helped a lot. I
Awesome.
think the main one that, because I feel like my main thing was kind of like when the customers actually come to my desk was where I was getting stuck.
Yeah,
Um, and those 4 steps are like pretty, I like it. I just have to practice it more
no doubt. So
or
watch.
get used to it.
Yeah. So
Like
just
say it over and over.
yeah, so just one more time. Welcome to Duke's Steakhouse. My name's Mitch. I'm going to lead you on your culinary journey. If you can, please flip over that menu, and the customer does. I want to take your drink orders. I want to share with you that we are a Coke family. So we have a full alignment of regular and diet Coke drinks, as you can see. I also want to share with you that we have something on special. Today's special is our strawberry lemonade. Now, we make our strawberry lemonade the night before every night, so those flavors really come together really well. You can get it sweetened with sugar, or if you're a diabetic like me, we have it sweetened with Splenda. What can I get you to drink today? That's how to be a waiter. How not to be a waiter is this. Hey, what can I get you to drink today? So, how would you respond? What can I get you to drink today?
A Sprite.
Oh, sorry, we're a Pepsi family. We only have Sierra Mist. What can I get you to drink today?
I guess Sierra Mist.
Yeah, I guess Sierra Mist. The other way, you're giving directions instead of taking them. What I want to talk to you about constantly is, are you directing people or are you taking their direction? I want to teach you how to direct. Cool? What else? Anything else before we bounce?
No, I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna send you this packet. I'm gonna send you the next packet, what it's gonna look like, and then y'all can just kind of pick a time that's good for you when you want to do the next class. That cool?
Yeah.
All right, well, get back to work. Go tell everybody how cool I was, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, Daisy. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Peace.
You too. Bye.